Welcome and thank you for checking out my review of Netflix's latest original, The Two Popes, directed by Fernando Meirelles and starring Jonathan Pryce and Anthony Hopkins. And it takes a look at the real-life friendship between conservative Pope Benedict XVI and the liberal future Pope Francis as they find common ground to forge a new path for the Catholic Church. Let's start right off the bat with these two performances, which are magnificent. I don't believe they have ever worked together, or right off the top of my mind, I don't think I've seen Jonathan Pryce and Anthony Hopkins working together. These two just feel like lifelong friends who start out very rocky in this film. They have different perspectives on basically everything, but throughout the film you see this empathy being created from one another to the other guy, and they start to try actively, they have the initiative to try and understand why the other person thinks the way they do, why they see things this way and whatnot, and how the movie takes you on this journey of their different views. It's extremely entertaining, it's moving, it's actually kind of emotional, and it's just downright really well done. The writing in this movie is really good. The screenplay by Anthony McCarten is one of the best screenplays of the year. It just pops right off the screen. If you had told me that a movie about the former Pope and the current Pope and that would be interesting, I wouldn't believe you. And the filmmakers understand that. They clearly understand that people are just not going to find this film attractive on a first view. They're not going to see this poster and think, yes, that's a movie I would love to see. But the journey that the film takes you in and how it takes you on that journey is amazingly well done. This film can be really, really funny because it really takes you behind the curtain. At one point you start seeing these two people not as people of the church, not as these high people who are on such an altar and are idolized throughout the world, but you see them as human beings just as flawed as anyone else. And Jonathan Pryce, as I've said, gives an amazing performance, as well as Anthony Hopkins. But Jonathan Pryce, he's playing someone who is Spanish, and he has a flawless pronunciation of every single Spanish line of dialogue that he pronounces. But he also has a flawless hold on the Argentinian accent, which is very different from, I don't know, the European Spanish accent, or the Peruvian accent, let's say, or the Mexican accent. And both of them speak several languages throughout the film, from Spanish to English, sometimes German, sometimes Latin, sometimes Italian. It's just great work to see these two masters of the screen play through and have this rapport with each other. It's absolutely admirable. And the production, costume design, and makeup are also fantastic. I had never realized how much these two actually do look like the real-life characters that they're playing. It's not like they're mirror images of each other, but if you put them side to side, yeah, they look a lot like the real people. As I said, the production design is incredible to look at. The cinematography is drop dead gorgeous. If I had any issues with the film, is that there is not much intrigue in this film. It's two people talking and trying to understand each other throughout the film, and there are surprising elements to what you find out about their past, and that is an inner conflict with them. There is just not a lot that interferes with the current story at hand, or at least as it's portrayed in the film, it didn't come across that would affect a lot of what was happening and what would eventually happen after the story of this film. I'm giving The Two Popes a B. Now, what did you think of the two popes, my beautiful geekies? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know your favorite performances from each of these two magnificent actors. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. Check out my spoiler-free review for The Rise of Skywalker. I'll have a spoiler-filled review in the next few days, maybe tomorrow, and I'll also have a review for Togo, and this coming week, my review for the full season of The Mandalorian and Cats. Thank you so much once more for watching. You are the best. So until the next video, don't forget to subscribe and like, because it really helps me out. And most importantly, stay beautiful, stay geeky, and of course, above it all, love each other and love the movies.